So you want to learn how to stop being so awkward? Well, I've developed a very simple method to 10x your social confidence. Only about a year ago, I remember it being so hard for me to talk to new people or even just act like a normal human in social interactions. Nowadays, I can talk to anyone I want to with confidence, and I'm pretty much unfazed by awkward situations. I've gone back and studied every single thing I've ever done to be less awkward. And don't worry, I've read all the Reddit posts, watched all the YouTube videos, and seen all the courses. I know the things that work because I've been in your shoes. I can almost guarantee you that this will be the most actionable guide you've ever seen on being less awkward. The reason why you feel so awkward in so many situations is because of things happening in your mind. That self-talk, the voice in the back of your head saying, oh, what do I say now? What do I do? Should I talk now? All of that chatter internally makes you super awkward externally. If these thoughts pop up randomly in social situations, do not let them stress you out. Take a breath and come back to one simple quote. This situation is awkward, but only if I make it awkward. This one quote literally changed everything for me. If you were to forget everything else and just remember this quote going into any social interaction, you'll do better than 90% of all other people. The reason why this quote is so effective is because if you can genuinely believe this in your mind, you give yourself full control over the outcome of the situation. You enter the interaction saying, this is only awkward if I make it awkward. Then I want you to focus on one concept during the interaction. Do your very best to make the conversation fun and lighthearted. Do not take things so seriously, especially if it's a super awkward situation like you bump into your ex in public. Literally any other person in this scenario would freeze up and be like, so how have you been? Keep it light, keep it fun, and just let it flow. If you say or do something stupid, simply laugh it off. Chances are the other person is just as nervous, if not even more nervous. So if you can keep the interaction fun, the other person will love being around you. Now, this takes us to one of my favorite concepts of the entire video. I call it, fuck 'em. Think back to a time where you were really nice to a person you just met and they were an asshole for no reason at all. You probably walked away from that situation in your head saying, yeah, fuck that guy. This is what we call the concept of fuck 'em. No matter how different, unique, or weird you are, as long as you show up and treat people with genuine respect and friendliness, most people will enjoy being around you. But here's the thing, some people just won't vibe with you or will even try to put you down, and that's okay. That's their problem, not yours. Just say fuck them and move on, because honestly, it's their loss. And I'm not just saying this to try and hype you up. You're bringing something real to the table, and if they don't see it, they're missing out on a real human connection, not just a fake, superficial relationship, laughing at stupid jokes and getting drunk together. Obviously, stick with most standard social norms, but don't lose your uniqueness to fit in with people who don't like you for you. Because at that point, what the hell is even the point? If they're an asshole when you're trying your best, don't let that poison your mind for the next interaction. Just say fuck them and move on with your life, because it's all for the best. Now that your mind is in check and you can handle awkward scenarios mentally, we can move to what to actually do physically. This will be very tactical advice, so get your pen and paper ready. First, what should you actually say? I'm going to keep this incredibly simple so you can actually remember this. Just ask questions with genuine curiosity and learning more about the other person. Don't think about exactly what you're going to say, just try to be interested. And again, same principle, this should all be done in a fun, lighthearted way. If you really want to go deeper into this, I've already made a whole video on speaking to literally anyone, so I'd recommend watching that if you're interested. Next, how should you act? The golden rule for being less awkward physically is staying relaxed. When you're super tense and uptight, even without realizing it, you make other people around you tense. This creates a big environment of unease, and no one wants that. According to most experts, more open body language gives others the illusion that you're comfortable in that situation and, in turn, less awkward. So next time you're at that coffee shop, don't sit there looking at the ground with your arms closed off. Try looking around, make some eye contact, lay your arms on the table. Just try to look open and approachable. And if you're the one speaking, one of my personal tricks is over-animating everything. I often speak with my hands a lot, exaggerate facial expressions, and really play with my tone and emotion. This all takes practice, of course, but if you can get good at it, you'll just look up one day and boom, you'll naturally have open body language. Another thing that people seem to have a tough time with is eye contact. Make too much eye contact, it's awkward. Make too little eye contact, it's still awkward. Just focus on holding it for as long as possible without making it a staring contest. When you feel things getting a little bit tense, slowly wander your eyes to something behind the other person for 2 to 3 seconds, then right back to eye contact. I always go for the 80-20 rule, but start out with whatever is most comfortable for you, because remember, when you're relaxed, you're less awkward. And that's pretty much it, guys. Remember, I'm always rooting for you, and my email inbox is always open. I'll see you in the next one.